So tonight I'm making macaroni cheese with broccoli and some garlic bread. So I've got some macaroni. You'll need 300 ml of milk, 100 grams of cheese. We've got lacto-free because some of my family are lacto-free, but you can just use normal cheese, normal milk, depending on your needs. 20 grams of butter, 20 grams of plain flour. This is all for the sauce. And then your garlic bread and some broccoli. So I'm grating the cheese in advance before I do anything else. So I've got all the ingredients ready for the sauce. So the milk has already been weighed out. So that's 300 ml. Then I've got the flour, 20 grams, butter, 20 grams. And I'm just now currently grating 100 grams of cheese. So this is all for the milk. No, it's all for the cheese sauce. I don't know why I said milk. All for the cheese sauce. So I'm just going to get this done ready. So when we get onto the cheese sauce bit, everything's already done. So I'm going to pour on the hot water, just boiled, onto the macaroni. And I'm just going to fill that up and pop that onto the stove. And that will cook for approximately 11 to 13 minutes. So I'm going to put that on now. I'm going to bring it to the boil first, and then I will turn it down a whisker. I'm going to chop up the broccoli. Now, if you're doing this for yourself, you probably only want 1 or 2, maybe 3 florets, and it will last you for several different meals, or you can use it cold in a salad or raw. It's very good for you raw. But I like to cook it. I don't mind it raw actually, but I do like to cook it, and the kids won't eat it raw. So you can chop this up. I'm going to use all of it because obviously I've got a family to feed, but you can just take off what you need, and then we're going to cook it up. And I'm going to turn this down. That's overboiled slightly. And I'm just stirring with a wooden spoon. Simmer. And now I'm going to pour more water into this pan. So you need a couple of pans for this meal. In fact, you'll need 3, because you could steam the broccoli if you've got a steamer, which I do have, but I'm guessing most of you probably won't, being students. So you can just fill a pan with boiling water, pop it on the stove, bring it to the boil, and then we are going to pop in the broccoli. I'm just going to bring that to the boil. There we go, that's boiling quickly because it was already pre-boiled. We're going to take the broccoli and just pop it into the pan. And that's also going to cook for about 10 minutes or so. Right, I'm just going to put the garlic bread in the oven. So it's on 180, and that will go on for about 10 to 12 minutes. Make sure you do stir your macaroni regularly so it doesn't get stuck to the bottom of the pan. So keep stirring that. The broccoli's coming on well, it's now boiling. So I've turned that down to a 7. So just turn down the heat once it is boiling a little bit. I am going to put a little drop more hot water in there because the broccoli's sticking out of it, and I would like to completely cover it. And the garlic bread is still cooking, so we're about to start the cheese sauce. I'm going to use this small little pan here, ideally a milk pan if you've got one. We don't even have a milk pan, so I'm going to use this, but it's just as good. So I'm just going to top the broccoli up. There we go. Bring that to the boil. So it's ready to go. So we're going to make the cheese sauce. So first we're going to get the butter. So that was 20 grams, pop that in there. You're going to need a wooden spoon, and I'm just going to melt the butter in the pan. Now, I've turned it on to an 8, but you don't actually want to do this too high, so I'm going to turn it down fairly swiftly to a 7 once the pan starts warming up, as you can see. Now I've turned it down to a 7. We're going to melt this butter until it's completely melted. And now we're going to add in the flour, so 20 grams worth of flour, and we're going to mix that up to form a paste. So So that's going to form a little paste. There we are. So that's formed a lovely quick paste. Can you see there? It's just a little powdery paste there. So nice and quickly that was ready. Now we're going to get the milk straight away. And we're going to pour and stir the milk in. So a little bit at a time. And we're just going to stir the milk in. I'm going to turn this up a whisker now. I turned it down a bit too much. There we are. Now it's important to keep on stirring from here on. As it thickens, add in a bit more milk. And you just keep on going like that. So as you can see, those lumps are there. You have to just keep stirring. And as it just starts to thicken, you add in the next lot of milk. So there we go. And then we add in a little bit more milk. Keep on stirring. Keep on stirring. There we go, it's starting to thicken, add a bit more milk. So as you can see, this happens quite quickly. Keep on stirring. There we go. And make sure you stir from the bottom. So as I'm cooking now, I'm starting to fill the bottom of the pan. It's really important that we don't burn the bottom of the pan. So just keep stirring. My cooker is on a 6, so it's definitely on a medium heat. Just going to give my macaroni with the other hand a quick stir over here as well. Just to keep that from sticking to the bottom of the pan. There we go. Oops. And then we're going to pour in a bit more milk. We're almost there with the milk. We're going to keep on stirring. It's like that film, isn't it? Just keep stirring, Finding Nemo. There we go. Pour in the milk. And then we're going to bring that to the boil, but we're going to keep stirring. Keep stirring, guys, keep stirring. And I'm having to press quite hard on the bottom to make sure it doesn't stick. I'll give my macaroni another stir, in case that starts to stick as well. My broccoli's going well, that's just simmering nicely. See that there? And here is my cheese sauce. So this now is the basis of any white sauce, really. So at this point you could just make a white sauce, and this is all you need to do. So we just need to make sure now that it starts to boil. So that's what we want to do. And as soon as it starts to boil, we'll then add in the cheese. So this is starting to boil now, so as you can see it's boiling, so we're going to add in the cheese. We're going to pour in all the cheese to make it a cheese sauce. Like I say, if you were going to do, you could make a parsley sauce and just add in parsley. You could do anything you like, really. This is just a cheese sauce because we're just going to do that and add in cheese. So it's a white sauce, add in some cheese. And then we're going to simmer this now for approximately 3 minutes. And you're just going to keep on stirring, you've guessed it, just keep stirring. So I can smell that a little bit too, it's smelling the cheese. Turn it down a whisker, and we're going to give it about 3 minutes of stirring. So there we go, it's been going for 3 minutes, so we're going to turn this off. It's quite smooth, it's not lumpy, we've just been carrying on stirring it, so it's not too bad at all. And then we're going to pour the cheese sauce into the jug. If it is lumpy, you could just strain it, put it through a strainer, but this one isn't too bad today. And then the key is don't leave this pan. otherwise it'll be a nightmare to wash up. So pop it straight into soak. So get it straight into some water. Rinse off everything you can pretty much immediately. Only takes a few seconds. And then leave it to soak. Otherwise all of that will get stuck to the pan and then it's horrendous to wash up afterwards. So I'm just going to leave that to soak and I'll come back to that after dinner. So the macaroni is now cooked, the broccoli is now cooked. So I'm going to take a strainer, one of these, and I'm just going to strain both of those. So I'll take that over to the sink and just drain away the water. And that's ready to serve. And the same with the broccoli. And that's then ready to serve. Here's the garlic bread. Go on there. It's a hot. This is hot. Obviously, it's straight out of the oven, so I've put a wooden surface on there. If you don't have something wooden, make sure you lay something over your kitchen top so that you don't burn it. Then I'm going to just chop up the garlic bread. It is very hot, into slices. So again, if you're sharing this amongst a group of you, you can share it. If you're just doing it for yourself, I wouldn't buy, tear and share one like this. I would maybe get one of the baguettes. You can get baguettes quite cheaply, and then you can just cook little bits that you need. Or if you cook a little bit and then you want to keep some for the next day, you can do that as well.